drunken. Wherefore she told him nothing, less or more, until the morning light. Waited till he was, waiting till the morning to tell him that King David gonna come and kill you. But it came to pass in the morning, when the wine was gone out of Nabal, and his wife had told him these things, that his heart died within him, and he became as a stone. Became as a stone. And it came to pass after 10 days after that the Most High smote Nabal, that he died. So Nabal is gone, he died. And when David heard that Nabal was dead, he said, Blessed be the Most High that hath pleaded the cause of my reproach, from the hand of Nabal, and have kept his servant from evil. You already put him to death, but not helping him. After he done watched over his servants, all his men, and watched over everything that he had and protected, and he gonna hold back from helping to feed him. Say, hey, blessed be the Most High that have pleaded the cause of my reproach from the hand of Nabal, and have kept his servant from evil. For the Most High have returned the wickedness of Nabal upon his own head, being so prideful. Killed him, Most High killed him. And David sent and communed with Abigail to take her to him to wife, because once a man died, a wife is, with her husband until he died. Once he died, then Abigail could be another man's wife. And David sent and communed with Abigail to take her to him to wife. And when the servants of David were come to Abigail to Carmel, they spake unto her, saying, David sent us unto thee to take thee to him to wife. And she arose and bowed herself on her face to the earth, and said, Behold, let thine handmaid be a servant to wash the feet of the servants of my master. Talking about the ones that came there to tell her this, that David wanted to make her his wife. And Abigail hasted, she was moving fast, and arose and rode upon an ass with 5 damsels of hers that went after her. 5 women, that her handmaids, that went with her. And she went after the messengers of David and became his wife. So she became his wife, Abigail. David also took Ahinoam of Jezreel, and they were also both of them his wives, plural. But Saul had given Michal, his daughter, David's wife, to Phlouti, the son of Laish, which was at Kalim. So Saul gave, it was wicked, he gave David's wife, Michal, remember he gave King David Michal, the wife, to be a snare to him, but he took away, gave David's wife to Phlouti, the son of Laish, which was of Galim. So he got her committing adultery. David was a man after the Most High's heart, after the Most High's man. Excuse me, Most High's mind. Excuse me. And it's a story where David was dancing, and when he was with Michal, Saul's daughter, he was dancing to the music and having a good time. He was a musician. But he was praising the Most High, dancing for the Most High. He come out of his clothes that he had. He wasn't naked, but he came out of his clothes. And Michal was like, she seen him looked through the window and seen him. And when he came in, she seen him and she confronted him. Oh, let's go. It's 2 Samuel, the 6th chapter. Let's start at verse 15. 2 Samuel 6 and 15. It says, so David and all the house of Israel brought up the ark of the Most High with shouting and with sound of trumpet. You know, shouting, you know, we are loud and music. And as the ark of the Most High came into the city of David, Michal, Saul's daughter, looked through a window, as I told you, and saw King David leaping and dancing before the Most High, dancing, praising the Most High. And she despised him in her heart. She despised him in her mind. And they brought in the ark of the Most High and set it in its place, and in the midst of the tabernacle that David had pitched for it. And David offered burnt offerings and peace offerings before the Most High. And as soon as David had made an end of offering burnt offerings and peace offerings, he blessed the people in the name Yahweh Ba'Shem Mashiach Yahushai, power of hosts. And he dealt among all the people, even among the whole multitude of Israel, as well to the women as men, to every one a cake of bread, and of a good piece of flesh, and a flagon of wine. So all the people departed, every one to his house. Gave them something to eat, and some wine to make them merry. They left and went to their house. And David returned to bless his household. You know, bless the Most High, praising the Most High, dancing and praising the Most High. Then David returned to bless his household. He going to bless his household. And Michal, the daughter of Saul, came out to meet him, to meet David, and said, how glorious was the king of Israel today, who uncovered himself today in the eyes of the handmaids of his servants. Jealousy. Jealousy. Jealous. All bad. Uncovered himself today, praising the Most High. She thinking he taking off his clothes and doing what he's doing, praising, you know, thinking about him being praising the Most High. To get some prestige from the handmaids, the women. Jealousy. All wrong. That's wrong. That's why I'm going to show you something. Go to as far as Ecclesiastes 26. Ecclesiastes 26 and 14. It says, a silent and loving woman is a gift of the Most High, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. You hear that? As a mind well instructed. It says, Ecclesiastes 26 and 26, a woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all, but she that dishonoreth him in her pride shall be counted unrighteous of all. Ecclesiastes 26 and 6. But a grief of heart, a grief of mind and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman. and a scourge of the tongue which communicated with all. Running their mouth talking to everybody, but I just went there to show you that a woman that's jealous over another woman, wrong, wrong, wrong. So look at how Michal is operating. Verse 20 of 2 Samuel, the 6th chapter. Then David returned to bless his household, and Michal, the daughter of Saul, came out to meet David and said, how glorious was the king of Israel today, who uncovered himself today in the eyes of the handmaids of his servants, as one of the vain fellows shamelessly uncovered himself. Saying it louder than I'm saying it. In other words, she's talking. She ain't no silent woman. She talking loud, running her big mouth to King David. And David said unto Michal, it was before the Most High. We just read it. He was dancing before the Most High. It was before the Most High, which chose me before thy father and before all his house, to appoint me ruler over the people of the Most High, over Israel. Therefore will I play before the Most High. I'm going to play the harp, playing music before the Most High. And I will yet be more vile than this. You think that was something? So I'm going to be more vile than this. Than thus, Slakia, and will be base in mine own sight. I'm going to be base in my own sight. And of the maid service which thou hast spoken of them shall I be had in honor. I'm going to be more, Lord, and they're going to love me. They're going to give me honor. Therefore, Michal, the daughter of Saul, had no children until the day of her death. Meaning he didn't have nothing to do with her as far as sexually. She had no children to the day of her death. That's deep. That's why the Bible answers all things. You know, it's sad that, you know, you look at, we coming back to our culture, and most people have taken on the way of this world, thinking this world, you just say to them, all you join up to them, you're going to fall by the sword. See, that was iniquity for her. As I say, a silent and loving woman is a gift of the Most High. Nothing more work than a mind well instructed. Look at 1 Samuel 26. Remember, David is a man after the Most High's mind and heart. David's asking King Saul this. 1 Samuel 26 and 18. And he said, wherefore does my master thus pursue after his servant? Talking about King David. Why Saul? Why Saul? Why are you sick of me? Why are you pursuing me? For what has I done? What have I done? Or what evil is in mine hand? What evil is in mine hand? Now therefore I pray thee, let my master the king hear the words of his servant. If the Most High have stirred thee up against me, let him accept an offering. But if they be the children of men, cursed be they before the Most High. For they have driven me out this day from abiding in the inheritance of the Most High, saying, go serve other gods. Go and serve other gods. Salakia. Now therefore, let not my blood fall to the earth before the face of the Most High. So don't let my blood fall upon the earth before the face of the Most High. For the king of Israel has come out to seek a flea. So you come to seek a flea. That's humility. He said, hey, you come out to seek a flea? Talk about himself. Talk about himself. Looking at himself as a flea. And when one does hunt a partridge in the mountains, say, hey, you come out to seek me, I'm just a flea, I ain't nobody. Then said Saul, I have sinned. He said, I have sinned. Return, my son David, for I will no more do thee harm, because my soul was precious in thine eyes this day. Because David could have killed him. Behold, I have played the fool, and have erred exceedingly. And David answered and said, behold, the king's spear, and let one of the young men come over and fetch it. Say, look, here go your spear. I could have killed you. But he didn't. He didn't. He said, verse 23, and the Most High rendered to every man his righteousness and his faithfulness. For the Most High delivered thee into my hand today. But I would not stretch forth mine hand against the Most High's anointed. And behold, as thy life was much set by this day in mine eyes, so let my life be much set by in the eyes of the Most High, and let him deliver me out of all tribulation. And Saul said to David, blessed be thou, my son David. Thou shalt both do great things, and also shalt still prevail. So David went on his way, and Saul returned to his place. But he could have killed him, but he didn't. Look at 2 Samuel 7. 2 Samuel 7 and 18. That's mercy. He could have killed him, but he didn't. He had mercy upon him. 2 Samuel 7:18. Then went King David in and sat before the Most High, and he said, who am I? That's humility. We deal with humility. Say, who am I, O Most High? Who am I, O Most High? And what is my house that thou hast brought me hitherto? And this was yet a small thing in thy sight, O Most High Power. But thou hast spoken also of thy servant's house for a great while to come. And is this the matter of man, O Most High Power? And what can David say more unto thee? But thou, O Most High, knowest thy servant. You know me. Say, what most can I say to you? You know me. For thy word's sake, and according to thine own heart, hast thou done all these great things to make thy servant know them. Wherefore thou art great, O Most High Power, but there is none like thee, neither is there any power beside thee, according to all that we have heard with our ears. And what one nation is in the earth is like thy people. What one nation in the earth is like Yasharallah, the Israelites, the 12 tribes of Israel, even like Israel, who the Most High went to redeem for a people to himself, to make him a name. You hear that? He redeemed us for himself, the 12 tribes of Israel, to make the Most High a name, and to do for you great things and terrible for thy land before thy people, which thou redeemest to thee from Egypt, from the nations and their gods, For thou hast confirmed to thyself thy people Israel, to be a people unto thee forever. I read to you again, brothers and sisters. But the Most High, for thou, that's the thou, the Most High, has confirmed to thyself, to himself, thy people Israel, to be a people unto thee forever. Now remember, you're going to save the humble person. And thou, O Most High, art become their power. Beautiful, beautiful. Can't ask for more. I mean, that's humility from the Most High. I mean, for him to choose us, wretched us. He said he went to other nations, they'd surely accepted him. But Israel, rebellious. He told us in this lesson 5 times we were rebellious. Rebellious, rebellious, rebellious. It's beautiful. So I'm gonna pause for the cause right there. And I still got a lot more to go over, so I'm gonna stop right there and just meditate on this and allow it to penetrate in your spirit to realize. Now, before I leave, I gotta bring something out before I depart from you. In Judges 10 and 10. Look, solution. Judges 10 and 10. And the children of Israel cried unto the Most High. You ain't crying with no pride. So, the Most High getting our attention with death. So we got to cry to the Most High. And the children of Israel cried unto the Most High, saying, we have sinned against thee. You hear that, brothers? You righteous ones out there, you righteous, over-righteous sisters and over-righteous brothers. He would have said, the children of Israel cried unto the Most High, saying, we have sinned. We have sinned. That's what we got to tell the Most High. Cry unto him, saying, we have sinned against thee, both because we have forsaken our power and also served Baalim. And the Most High said unto the children of Israel, did not I deliver you from the Egyptians? Not I deliver you from the Egyptians? And from the Amorites? From the children of Ammon? And from the Philistines? All these people had us in captivity. The Zidonians also, and the Amalekites, and the Maonites did oppress you, and ye cried to me, and I delivered you out of their hand. We got one more time to cry. This is it. There's no more captivities after this. He said, we cried to the Most High, and he delivered us out of the hand of all our enemies. Yet ye have forsaken me, and served other gods. Other idols, the idols of the nations, the religions of the nations. Wherefore I will deliver you no more. He said, go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Go cry unto the gods which you have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. And the children of Israel said unto the Most High, we have sinned. You got to hear this. We, include them, the righteous also. We have sinned. We all have sinned. And come short of the glory of the Most High. We have sinned. Do thou unto us whatsoever seemeth good unto thee. Deliver us only, we pray thee, this day. And they put away the strange gods from among them, and served the Most High. Came back to his law, statutes, commandments. And his soul was grieved for the misery of Israel. Hear that? Solutions, crying to the Most High. Got one more time to cry. That's it. That's why we got to humble ourselves and cry unto the Most High. And we're going to be delivered for the very last time. Those that have ears to hear, let them hear. Those that have eyes to see, let them see. You heard it. It has been said. It is come. It is done. And with that, I say, All praise to the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And pay attention, because the end is at hand. And I'm out. Shalom.